Hi guys, welcome back. In this part we are going to learn how to retrieve the data from the SQLite database. So here there are two buttons, save and load. We already complete the coding for save button. Now we are going to code the load button. So like the save button we are going to create the action listeners for the load button also. So load dot set on click listener, new view dot on click listener. Okay, so in the same as save button we need to initialize the object of the handler class. So I just copy this and paste it here. We just initialize that handler object, that is the object of the data handler class. Now we need to open the database, so we need to open it. Now we just open it, and now we are going to get the values from the database. Take a closer look of the get data method. Okay, here is the method name is return data. Actually it will return on an object of cursor class, so we need an object of cursor class here. Cursor c is equal to handler dot return data. Actually that method return an object of cursor class. We need to import the cursor class here. Okay, now we iterate the cursor object for returning actual data from the database. So I just start if anything found on the cursor object c dot has next, or move it to first. That means there is some data on the cursor object, move it to first. That means there is something present on the cursor object. That means there is some data present on that table. Now we are going to iterate it using a do while loop. So I just start a do while loop here and provide a condition here c dot move it to next. If there is an extra row is present, the loop will iterate. Now I am going to create two string variable here, string get name and get email. Okay, so here I just catch the value of name and email. Get name is equal to c dot get column, get string using column index. Name is the 0th index. Now get email is equal to c dot get string. This is the first index. Okay, now we just retrieve the value from name and values from the database for email and name. So I need to initialize name and email. Get email, I initialize it into null value. Get name and get email. Okay, now we just uh, retrieve the value from the database, so we need to close it. We need to close the database. Here is the do statement, here is the if clause, and we need to close it. So handler dot close, we just close the database, and now we are going to print that value toast dot make text get base context name plus name, sorry, it is get name, and email is equal to get email. Now specify the length of the toast long. I make it as long and make the toast visible using the show method. Okay, we just retrieve the data from the database, so I just declare two string variables, name and email, and initialize the object of the data handler class, and open the database, and by using an object of cursor class, we just call the return data method of the data handler class, and we iterate that cursor class here, and by using the column index using the method called the getString, here is the 0th column index, that means it is represent the name field, and here is the email field, and we finally close the database and print that two values using a toast. Now this is the time to check the project. So now I'm running the project now. Run as Android application. Okay, now project is executed and successfully launched on the emulator. I just give a name here, Rupesh, even email here, Rupesh at gmail.com. First I am going to save it. Okay, data is inserted. Now I am going to load the data. That means retrieve the data from the database, load data. Name is equal to Rupesh and email is equal to rupesh at gmail.com. Guys, this is how we using an sqlite database in Android. Please subscribe my channel now for getting more video updates. Thank you for watching. See you in the next part of this tutorial.